Hello, Rambling Man Moto and Drone here, reporting back after I reported on the last video when I was testing this Media Mod that was replaced. Man, there was a lot of wind noise, and I'm on a full face helmet with the microphone inside, so there shouldn't have been that much wind noise. And I think what the cause may have been was the helmet visor wasn't properly seated all the way, and I think it was letting air in from the front because I redid it. Now, unfortunately, I also put the windshield on, so that certainly is going to account for some of the wind reduction. But when I had both vents closed on this helmet just now, there's like no air coming in between that and the windshield, so this should sound a little better. I opened the top vents only because it was so hot inside the helmet. Now in this helmet, people say that most of the noise on this Shoei Neotech 2 comes from the top vent because it's up in the air. I know that when I open the front vent without the windshield on, man, it's a lot of air that comes through that front vent, more than my other Shoei helmet for sure. And even now, I'm going to try it. Alright, I just opened the front vent, and this is consistent with what I found last time, is that between the GoPro being in front of the front vent and the windshield being on, it really cuts down on the amount of air. I think it's more the windshield. So right now I have both vents open, testing this microphone to see how it sounds. I'm probably gonna, that front vent I've noticed in this sort of weather kind of messes with my eyes. In warmer weather it makes my eyes get red and itchy, and in colder weather my eyes start watering. Sometimes the airflow definitely feels good. Alright, I just shut the front vent, but I believe the top is open. The top was not open. The top is now open. I should have been able to tell that. But now I have just the top open. So this is front and top open. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing front and top. Of course, we're not going very fast. Now I have these heated grips on because they defaulted from yesterday. Probably don't need them on right now. It says 74. I'm not sure it's that warm out here. It says 74 on my dial. I think it's more like 68 to 69. But either way, I probably don't need these heated grips on, that's for sure. And I'll take 2 clicks to turn them off, which is not something I want to lean down and do. Testing at 60, 55 to 60 range. This sun, like when it's to the left or the right, between trees where it's just like jabbing you, I find that to just be the worst. I saw a tip the other day, somebody put tape on the top of their visor to kind of block the sun, which I thought was not a bad idea. Also with my testing, Amazon, of course, is, as we all know, great with their delivery. Last night, I decided to order 2 GoPro Enduro batteries, and they were at my front door before 7 a.m. And charged them up, so I have one in the GoPro right now. I found yesterday I did kind of this 40-minute or less ride to and 40-minute or less ride back, and the GoPro battery died before I got back, which, I didn't even think about replacing the battery because so long I use an external battery pack charger. But hopefully this Enduro battery, it would be nice if it would last one going back, and I guess I'm shooting 4K video. So that eats up more of the battery. By the way, I've had a couple of commenters on the microphone with the Media Mod talk about the two ring versus 3-ring microphones, and mine is the 2-ring. I think it is. It's the right one. I don't need an adapter. So in my case, it wasn't that it wasn't the adapter, I can say that, and it wasn't a 3-ring going in to what should be a 2-ring headphone jack. In my case, I just think it's the GoPro sucks, and inexplicably the software or the firmware just becomes clouded and won't work. And the problem is, because it's inconsistent, I'll be filming a bunch of stuff and then realize the microphone wasn't on. Now I just opened the front vent. Do a little test while I'm sitting here at the light to see how that sounded. Do a little test here. That right there is why I don't ride position 1 out here in the country, because of people that drive like that, and they do it all the time out here. And inexplicably inexplicably inexplicably